This video will probably be one of the best videos that I've dropped on this topic, bro. And after this video, you should have the knowledge and willpower to never be a victim of lust again. Don't mind me, bro. I'm getting big. Just left the gym. And it's my birthday, so if y'all seeing this right now, drop a happy birthday, April 4, 2004, man. But yeah, man, let's hop right into this so I can get my day started. And I got some points here just to make sure I hit all the vital points. But for the first point we got is create. Create. That is the base layer. Bro, I gotta watch what I say on here. Whenever you feel the feeling of arousal, you're just in a state of wanting to create. That's the bottom line. Whenever you feel car horn, you want to create. So this is the time to write that book, start working on that business, start doing something to where you're creating, using this energy. Think about it as a wave of willpower and motivation. This is the time you're supposed to be going at it, doing what you need to be doing, getting the things that you need to be getting done. This energy is just simply to create. I want to make this as simple as possible to where like a fifth grader can understand. So listen, when you feel that arousal, you want to create. All I'm trying to do right now is just pull you from thinking that you just want to have sex to you want to create, because that's all it is. And by the way, I didn't even know gooning was this much of a problem until recently. I started posting on other social media apps and seeing what people would say, and I was like, okay, I gotta make this video. But yeah, I thought, oh yeah, I just been going around smacking these schmanks, like, but I digress. Next point. This is the thing. A lot of people think they're addicted to the sites. No, you're not addicted to the sites. Actually, what you're addicted to is the feeling that the site bring you. Most of us are dopamine junkies. And we don't care if we get it from closing the deal or from a screen in a dark room. Gooning, right? A lot of people think dopamine is what we get after getting what we wanted, right? Dopamine is more about the chase. It's more about the anticipation. And that's what we're chasing after. Dopamine is just motivation and anticipation. So think about it like this. I need that, so I'm about to go get that. That's all dopamine is. And like I was saying, our brain is so lazy. It doesn't care how it gets it. It doesn't care as long as it receives the dopamine. And essentially all that is just feeling as if you created. That's all it is. So if we go back all the way to the plot, the beginning, all you want to do is create. Like I said in my first point. So why do you do it? Is it for the pleasure? I doubt it. It's for something else. Something that a lot of people are missing. It's the peace that you get for those 3 seconds. A lot of people are so stimulated all the time that they never have no time to themselves. Their brain is constantly loud. Deal with so much brain fog, can never really think straight. So that causes them to do things that could just bring them a little bit of peace of mind sometimes. Why they have their vices, such as for some people, overindulgence in sex or masturbation, drugs, alcohol. You know how it goes. We start craving the feeling of peace, presence. You want to be so absorbed in something that it feels almost like the rest of the world disappears. There it is. For some, it's peace and presence. For a lot of you, y'all lack peace and y'all lack presence. So in doing this activity, you're locked in a presence and peaceful state. I wouldn't say it's peaceful, but I mean, you probably find peace in that. Listen, but you're in a state to where it's just you and this thing, which is bringing you peace and presence. But you can find peace and presence in a lot of other things, such as working out, such as mastering a skill, such as closing a deal. But now, let's talk about the tax. How this is actually affecting you, how this is hurting you. All right. So first, we go start off with the physical. What does constant release do to the body? All right. If you're constantly releasing, your tank is empty. And what are some of the components that your tank consists of? You're losing your amino acids and proteins, also losing zinc and other minerals that's beneficial and essential for your immune health. That's how constant release can lead to you getting sick and easily getting sick, right? because the body prioritizes reproduction over all of the other metabolic functions. So if these essential vitamins and nutrients is being released out in your semen, right, which is supposed to make another one of you, but you not making another one of you use it on a site or a screen or whatever you're doing, what you're doing is you having to pull these resources, minerals, all these other things from other areas that really need them, bring them to your reproductive needs. This causes you to divert high quality nutrients like zinc, magnesium, other various proteins from your muscles, your brain, and immune system just to rebuild what it's lost from what you done spilled, little dude. You not Superman, so your body gotta steal these nutrients, all this protein from other places that need them. That's gonna make your mind run good, your muscles grow, you get big. It is hindering all of this just to make sure your reproductive system not dying. But because reproduction is so metabolically expensive, so stay in that cycle of constant replenishing and constant like having to get these minerals back, all this stuff back, your body will enter a state of low level stress, raising cortisol. Stress cortisol equals a worse mood, may have worse eating habits, stored fat that just sits right here, a lot of different things that you guys don't want in your life. So yeah, it just leads to overuse and overabuse system. Think of your car being broken, right? And you're trying to drive your car, but to drive your car just to get to the speed limit, just to get to 30 miles per hour, you have to rev the gas as hard as you can just to get 30 miles per hour. But as you're revving as hard as you can, you're also tearing up your engine. And that's just what's happening when you're in a state of constant replenishing, constant trying to get these minerals back, constant trying to fill the tank back up. That's what's happening. And now, if you made it to this part, it's probably the best part of the video and where a lot of information need to stick, because this literally the best part of the video. This is the mental tax. This is how you can defend yourself against this. If you don't want these things happening to you no more, you can defend yourself now. And you probably didn't even know that you constantly releasing or causing these things. But let's hop right into it. This is the tax of the mental. We just talked about the physical. Now we're on the mental. It's the death of the prefrontal cortex. What is the prefrontal cortex? Don't worry, I'm making it easy to understand. Basically, what your prefrontal cortex is the part of the brain that handles logic, long-term planning, and willpower. So over time, the CEO of your brain is starting to become subservient and weak. So the part that's supposed to be leading you to get to the level you're supposed to be is now weak. Basically is what I'm saying, because you can't stop gooning, you can't stop looking egos. Right. After a gooning session, or after you do something with a thick girl across the street, your brain is filled with a hormone that's called prolactin, right? Basically, what prolactin is, it's that hormone that talks to you after the fact. All right. So after you do something with that girl, you like, oh my God, why is she still here? Like, why did I even do this with her? Or after you goon, you looking at the screen like, what am I watching? That's that hormone. That's prolactin, right? This is the hormone that says the job is done. Let's get out of here now. Right. So while you're trying to study, you're trying to build your business, your brain is chemically telling you that we don't need to do this. We won that life. We're done. We're good. It kills all your hunger. You become mentally softer, makes you slow to react, and it makes you easily distracted. The brain has a limited dopamine budget, right? This is why after you would do it, this is why it's hard to read a book. It's hard to focus on and hold the conversation. The reward receptors have been downregulated, meaning you raise your boredom level so high that normal and everyday activities just feel dull and gray now. And the last part I want to talk about, the shame vibration. A lot of the times people, how can I say this? Sometimes you can see it in somebody's eyes. Y'all probably all seen a person like this before, right? This person just look like a creep. A lot of times what you do in private, it shows up in you. It shows up in your energy. It shows up in the way you speak. It shows up in the way that you move. It creates this little micro stutter in your confidence. It's literally a mental leak. You can't be a leader if you're hiding a version of yourself that you hate. Like, you can't be a leader if you're always mothering your own mask. But yeah, man, if y'all still here, appreciate y'all for staying to the end, and I'll see y'all in the next one.